Good afternoon again. This is Module 4 for Wellness. I'll be reading a chapter. So the overall goal of this chapter is to help you become more aware of the things that you become impact your well-being and learn strategies to integrate wellness into your life. Throughout this module, you have the opportunity to reflect on what wellness means to you, gain awareness about the risk of volunteering in mental health field, and identify strategies that support your wellness. Learning objectives. By the end of the course, learners will be able to explain crisis, text line definitions, and approach to wellness. Reflect on their concept of wellness. Recognize the different type of self-care. Understand the risk of working or volunteering in the mental space. Create a personal self-care. Okay, so we're gonna watch a video here.
Welcome to Module 4, Wellness. In this module, we'll explore the role that well-being plays in your journey as a volunteer crisis counselor. Supporting others during moments of emotional distress can be deeply meaningful but also emotionally demanding. That's why your wellness matters, just as much as the wellness of the people you support. Together, we'll look at what wellness means to you, how culture and personal history shape it, and how to craft a vision for your own self-care. We'll also talk about the risks of working in a helping role, like compassion fatigue and vicarious trauma, and the importance of recognizing early signs of burnout. Most importantly, we'll guide you in building your own personalized wellness plan, one that supports you before, during, and after your shifts. Let's get started.
Services are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, accessible via reading video, people notes,
Okay,
trust,
so
text.
now we're going to continue this. Okay, everyone, welcome to Introduction to Wellness. This is part 2 of the video I was doing last time for counseling. Now is the introduction to wellness. What is wellness? Wellness is a state of physical, mental, emotional well-being that is achieved by actively making choices that support a balanced, fulfilling life. Okay. Okay, it is often said that wellness is holistic, meaning it takes account of all aspects of personal life. As such, many factors could contribute to your overall sense of wellness, including your diet, social connections, sleep habits, and stress levels. So, culture also plays a significant role in personal understanding of wellness. What is seen as a path of wellness in one culture might not be recognized as in others. Overall, there is no universal approach to wellness. Everyone's journey is different. Our concept of wellness, crisis text line strives to support volunteers' experience of well-being and belonging through holistic wellness programming and initiatives. How to define wellness? Wellness is about listening to our body, mind, and intuition to figure out what makes us feel good. It is an ongoing process so that you don't get discouraged if you suddenly crave something different as your life changes, and unlikely to your concept of wellness will change too. Okay, activity reflection. Take some time to reflect on wellness looks like by considering the following questions. In the past, what did taking care of yourself look like? How do you currently take care of yourself? So, I took care of myself by going to school, making sure I go home, brush my teeth. My parents always told me what to do before in the past. So I brush my teeth, get some night sleep, 8 hours at least, conscious on my mental health, go to school, read books, and take baths. Right now, how I currently take care of myself, well, I pay attention to what my parents said in my past. I apply it now in my present. So I take care of myself by, again, brushing my teeth, having good night's sleep, making sure I have a daily journal on what to do, have good time management, and making sure the times that I need to do something, I need to do it. Go to work, sleep, shower, making sure that my daily needs are met. So crafting a wellness statement. So, a wellness statement. Now that you've reflected on your past and current concepts of wellness, you're ready to craft a wellness statement. A wellness statement is a written declaration of visions for fulfilling a healthy life. It is a life about what you want to do or accomplish, and more about what you want to feel. For example, I want to feel connected to matter what most to me. I want to feel grounded even when life gets hard. Alright. Next, optional video. Consider watching a video following meditation to guide your thoughts toward love and kindness for yourself and others. The goal of this video is to simply help you reflect on your personal wellness statement.
Hi, my name is Brianna, and welcome to the Loving Kindness Meditation. Sit or lay comfortably in a quiet place where you can be free from distractions. Hold your spine neutral and tall, or let it rest against your chair, couch, or bed. Let your hands rest comfortably in your lap. You can also rest them with your palms face up to allow yourself to be more open to receiving. Close your eyes or gaze softly at what is before you. As you breathe in slowly, in through your nose and out through your mouth, spend some time with attention on breath. Without forcing, gently nudge your way into a longer inhale breath and a much longer exhale breath. You can do this at whatever cadence feels best for you. Let the breath get quieter as your body softens a bit and your mind gets quieter too. And now, at the center of your heart, imagine a source of radiant, soft, warm light. The light is alive, vibrating, pulsing. Feel the light with your body, its warmth, its movement, its energy. It's a limitless source of love, positivity, and well-being within you. And because it is limitless, you can share with others. Invite before you someone with whom you'd like to share this light. Someone you know, someone you care for, someone you love. See them directly across from you. They are sitting just as you are, their spine tall and neutral, or rested against their bed, couch, or chair, their hands in their lap. You can see them breathing. You can sense the rise and fall of their chest. And now, because you love this person so much, you decide to send them 4 wishes as you send them your light. You say silently to yourself, may this person have happiness and all the causes of future happiness. As you send them this wish, you imagine light traveling across space and time.
Hola, yo soy Coach Mara y vamos a hacer una meditación de gentileza amorosa.
Activity: a personal wellness statement. Below is a text box where you can write wellness statement. Your statement does not have to be perfect, and change it doesn't resonate with you in your future. The cost of caring for others. Working or volunteering in helping profession comes with certain risks. For example, the risk of working in medicine is being exposed to infectious diseases. Simply the risk of being a volunteer crisis is being exposed with suffering of others. Constantly hearing about stories, trauma, grief, and other forms of suffering can result in countertransference, compassion, and fatigue. Vicarious trauma. Countertransference. Countertransference refers to how do you think, feel, act, or relate to texture based on your own lived experience. Certain topics might trigger your own past experiences, emotions, unresolved issues, or implicit beliefs. As a result, you might be inclined to protect the texter from being further suffering by sharing your own personal experiences, or might simply find yourself worrying about them even if the conversation has ended. Other times you might feel so uncomfortable that you might find yourself being critical of the texter or avoiding certain topics they bring up. Compassion fatigue. Compassion fatigue is a state of emotional and physical exhaustion resulting from prolonged exposure to an emotional surfing of others. You can think of your empathy being stretched too thin and feeling like you have nothing left to give to others emotionally. Compassion fatigue can result in difficulty connecting with others, as it characterized by reduced capacity for empathy, loss of interest in helping others, anger, or irritability. In terms of volunteering experience, it can result in loss of purpose, reduced sense of accomplishment, or helplessness. Vicarious trauma. It refers to emotional, and psychological distress resulting from an exposure or hearing about trauma and directly witnessing traumatic experiences of others. You might notice that the impact by hearing about traumatic experiences from others, particularly heavy conversation over time, as continue to support textures. Vicarious trauma can result in having reoccurring thoughts about specific texture difficulty, separating from your personal life from volunteering, feelings, frustration, and irritability, or physical discomfort. Monitoring your well-being. Although countertransference, compassion fatigue, and vicarious trauma are common responses of helping role by hold serious implications about your well-being. Awareness of these risks of not being foster fear of help you recognize that looking after your well-being protects your texture seeking support. Letting stress linger for strains of physical emotional health. Your health is equally important of the health of those who help your services. As such, we ask you regularly look for signs and symptoms that suggest that your well-being is being compromised. Signs and symptoms of physical distress: exhaustion, insomnia, headaches, increased susceptibility to illness, somatization, hypochondria. Psychological signs and symptoms: emotional exhaustion, distancing, negative self-image, depression, sadness, loss of hope, anxiety, guilt. Behavioral signs and symptoms: increased use of alcohol and drugs, absenteeism, anger, irritability, avoidance of clients, impaired ability to make decisions, problems in personal relationships, irritation, iteration, compromised care for clients, silencing response, depleted parenting, reduced ability to feel sympathy and empathy, cynicism, resentment, dread of working with certain clients, feeling professional helplessness, diminished sense of enjoyment career, depersonalization, numbness, disruption of worldview, heightened anxiety, or irrational fears, inability to tolerate strong feelings, problems with intimacy, intrusive imagery, preoccupation with trauma, hypersensitivity to emotionally changed stimuli, insensitivity to emotional material, difficulty separating personal and professional lives, failure to nurture and develop non-work related absence to life. Okay, countertransference. Countertransference refers to how you think, feel, relate to textures based on certain experience. Certain topics might trigger your own past experience, emotion, unresolved, or implicit. As a result, it might feel inclined to protect your texter from suffering by sharing your personal experiences or simplifying, finding yourself worry about them even if the out of the conversation ended. Compassion fatigue. State of emotional.
I'm getting tired now.
Yeah, we're about to go back taking a nap in a minute.
So if I pause this, does it stop here, or do I have to start everything all over again?
I think it just stops there. Where did you finish at least the first module?
No.
The welcome part?
No.
How much more did you have of the welcome?
I have 2 more.
Two or one.
Receivings and implementing feedback.
Are you more than halfway done?
Yes.
I think usually you're supposed to finish the whole module, so it saves, but I don't know, depending on if you can go back into it or not. If you finish, I think you have to finish section by section to at least save it. Like usually there's a quiz at the end of it, of module 1. If not, then there is definitely module 2. You're halfway down module 1.
Oh la la.
I'm on module 4 and I need to finish this by 18th. I have to only to the 18th. I'm recording all of these. Okay, so next is self-care. Self-care is the practice of taking an active role of protecting your well-being. You do not want to wait until you are feeling overwhelmed to start thinking about self-care. The idea is to increase your awareness about how self-care fits into different areas of your life. Looking out of yourself will increase your satisfaction as a volunteer crisis counselor and allow you to continue helping texters effectively. Types of self-care. Which parts of you need for your care. We often hear the surface of self-care practice. We need to acknowledge the whole person. You are prioritizing your career self-care. What are your financial self-care? Below are different types of self-care. In Activity Weeks, want to explore different types of your care for yourself in these arenas. Okay, after this, I'm going to pause the video. So there's social. Okay, types of self-care. Okay. Types of self-care. Okay. The first one, social. Practices that are not nurture your well-being by building and maintaining healthy connections with others. Reach out to a loved one, joining a community group, scheduling fun outings with friends and family members. Okay, second, intellectual. Okay, practices that nurture your well-being by strengthening your knowledge and curiosity, learning a new skill, listening to a podcast, reading. All right. Third one, spiritual. Fourth one, emotional. Spiritual, practice that nurture your well-being by connecting your values and beliefs. Meditation, gratitude, prayer, personal reflection. Okay, number 4. Emotional. Number 5, environmental. Number 6, physical. Practices that nurture your well-being by recognizing, channeling, and managing your emotions. Seeking therapy or counseling, journaling about your feelings, engaging or grounding techniques that regulate emotions. Next one, environmental. Practice that nurture your well-being by creating and maintaining spaces that make you feel safe and grounded. Where is it? Decluttering and organizing your space, displaying things that remind you of why your photos, drawings, or quotes. Incorporating relaxing scents. Next one, physical. Okay, physical. Practice that nurture your well-being by caring for your body, eating a balanced diet, prioritizing quality sleep, scheduling medical checkups. Last one, financial. Practices that nurture your well-being by reducing financial stress and uncertainty, reviewing your finances, setting realistic financial goals, starting an emergency fund. financial, okay, physical, social, intellectual, physical, emotional, spiritual. All right. Physical. Nope. Yep. Intellectual. Yep. Environmental. Emotional. Yep. Counseling. All right. Our commitment to your well-being, Crisis Excellence strive to create a culture that is supportive and proactive about your well-being and volunteer crisis counselors. While it's not just responsibility, we are committed to help maximize your experience volunteering with us. Throughout your volunteer experience, we will access your resources that will support your well-being on the platform and beyond. Okay, everyone, that ends today my part 2 for me doing crisis counseling volunteer online for becoming a crisis counselor. That will wrap it up, and I'll see you next time for this. Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.